Hi everyone, it's Garry. I'm from Vision Vivo, where we help businesses grow. Today I'm going to be going through 3 common customer complaints and how you can respond to them so that the customer feels like they have been heard. As usual, I'm going to be using my trusty yellow notes to help you remember the key points of this video, so feel free to pause and take down your own notes as well. I also want to say that this video can be helpful for restaurant staff, restaurant manager, or if you're a restaurant owner as well. The principles are the same. They are phrases that show empathy and helps to maintain the customer's impression of your brand. Okay, let's get into it. The first situation is this one, long wait. It's a common scenario where the customers are lining up outside and they've waited for so long and they're checking their watches thinking, when am I going to be able to eat my food? Why is it taking so long? Here, it's really important to show the customer that you're listening to them and that you feel their frustration as well. Anyone would be unhappy if they had to wait for their food. I think the term for it is hangry, right? So what I'd recommend saying is, sorry for the wait and thank you for your patience. It does get pretty busy on Saturday nights. We do have an online reservation page. It might be helpful the next time you come in. By saying this, you're achieving 2 things. You're acknowledging that the customer is going through frustration, but you're also letting them know that there is a quicker option for them. Okay, the second situation, rude service. Hopefully there won't be too many complaints about this at your restaurant, but when it does happen, it can be very tough to handle because you do want to protect your own staff, but you also want the customer to know that you understand this is a serious situation and that it can't happen again. There are 2 positions where you're addressing this complaint. 1 as the manager or 2 as a staff member. As the manager, what you can say is, thank you for your feedback on this and I'm sorry that it happened to you. I'll discuss it with my staff as soon as possible. May I please have your contact details? As a staff member, what you can say is basically the same, but you can swap out a few words. Thank you for your feedback on this and I'm really sorry that it happened to you. I'm going to let my manager know as soon as possible. May I please get your contact details? Whenever there is rude service flagged, it's important that you show the customer you're going to treat this very seriously because the consequences can be quite bad. Facebook, Instagram, Google, there are so many different platforms which your customer can complain about you behind your back. So you want the customer to know that it won't happen again and there will be change afterwards. By asking for their contact details, you're also showing that you're accountable for your restaurant's mistakes. Maybe you can send them an email or give them a call after the issue has been discussed with your staff and offer an apology, maybe a food voucher for the next time that they visit. Potentially, an angry customer could turn into quite a loyal one if you handle the situation well enough. The third is food quality. This one can hurt. You and your kitchen staff have put so much effort into making delicious food and into creating recipes that you think are flawless. So you might feel, why is my customer telling me that the toast is too soggy, the noodles were too thick, the chicken was cold, or the sauce didn't have enough flavor? Although you might feel that way, it's really important that you keep these emotions to yourself because the worst thing you can do is have an argument with your customer about how good the food is supposed to taste. It's subjective. The most important thing is to acknowledge that the customer is feeling this way about the food and to let them know that you're going to take actions to try and fix it. So what you can say is, thank you for bringing this to my attention and I'm sorry that this happened. I'll talk to my kitchen manager and make sure that this doesn't happen again. May I please get your contact details? Remember, even if you don't agree with what the customer is saying, you might be thinking, we've cooked this dish 1,000 times. That's how it's supposed to taste. It's crucial that your customer feels you've listened to them and will be taking steps to change what needs to be changed. Now, I'm not saying to disregard all of your customers' comments and always defend your kitchen staff. The main point is to make the customer feel like they have been heard. By asking again for their contact details, you're going to be accountable and responsible for the quality of your restaurant. Just to recap, There were 3 situations that I went through. The first one is a long wait. Second one being rude service. And the third one is food quality. One thing that is the same for all 3 of these situations is you need to show empathy. And showing empathy, you can do it in multiple ways. When the customer is complaining to you, you can be nodding and maybe repeating back what they've said. Oh, sorry, sir. The food was too salty. Yeah, okay. It's a psychological reinforcement when you nod and repeat what they say to show that you've listened and that you're taking on board their feedback. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please hit the subscribe button and please let me know also what other questions you might have about customer service or social media or how to grow your restaurant's brand. See you next time.